2 of me trying to record this experience video. But we're here. Your girl gonna push through because I really wanted to share this with y'all. So if y'all are cool, y'all got some time to kind of sit and chill with your girl for a little bit, it's much appreciated. Okay, thank you. So I am here to share my most recent WWE live experience. Me and Bae went to Smackdown this past Friday, and when I tell y'all, I was counting down the days since I got these tickets. Okay, I have a lot of reasons why, but it's just the timing of getting the tickets just fell in kind of a more upsetting time in my life. But at the same time, I'm glad it came when it did. Not the bad experience, but the time that the tickets went on sale. So yeah, because of that, I may eventually share that story, but until then, we're talking about this. So that just gave me something to look forward to while going through this difficult time. So I was just like, man, I can't wait for it to get here. I need to get away from here, even if it's just for a day. I'm happy to see my people. I just want to go and have some fun, right? So it gets here. I won't, go into too much of the detail with the traveling and everything. I will say this though. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but probably so. So New Orleans is like 2 hours away from us, give or take traffic, right? And it was a Friday, so we didn't leave in a decent amount of time, so it wasn't as bad as it could be. Let's put it that way. But I'll just run through basically the card and kind of how we were feeling in there, what the crowd was like, and that kind of thing. Okay, so we got 2 speed matches right before they went live on USA Network. Okay, so the first one was Chris from Motor City Machine Guns and Dominic Mysterio. It was supposed to be like a 3-minute timer for this match because it's the speed matches. So they have a certain amount of time to get a pin to win the match, right? And of course Dom was booed, but I don't want to say it confused me, but it did. He won and everybody cheered. I mean, I don't want to say I hate Dom. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, okay. I guess I'm glad we're not on TV right now. And then the next speed match was the women's championship match with Candice LeRae, who is the current reigning women's speed champion, against Zoe Stark. Zoe has come a long way to me. Like, I am a fan of. The first time I saw her, I was like, okay, I was paying attention. Now I'm like, I absolutely adore her, and I'm upset that she doesn't really get the appreciation and the support that I feel like she deserves. And to anybody who's like, she's not that good, she's not this, if you don't book her and put her in things, how is she supposed to get better? Right? But I think she looked incredible. Her gear was lit. I loved it. She performed really well. Like, I thought she looked really good, performed really well. She almost had the match won, but she ran out of time by the time she got the pin on Candice. So Candice retained, but I'm still proud of Zoe. She looked good out there. She did great. So, okay. Then we went live. Okay. And I'm glad our seats were where they were. We had a really good view of the ring, minus people's signs in your face or arms and phones in your face. But overall, our seats were really great, so I was excited for this. I don't know what it is about the lighting in there, though. I don't know if it's just me and I just, like, my eyes are getting bad or something. I don't know. But the lighting in Smoothie King, it's a little off. But anyway, maybe it could be where we were sitting. Gotta think about that next time. So the first match was Jimmy Uso versus Drew. Now, y'all who know me, who are watching this, if you've seen any of my wrestling content, I'm an Uso girl and I'm a big Jim girl. Okay, I was looking forward to this match the most, if I'm gonna be real. Okay. And he did not disappoint. I loved the gear. It looked like it was a shout out to throwback Uso gear with all the colors and everything. He looked incredible, and I'm not gonna do too much on that. Okay. But he looks incredible, and I was ready for this because Drew be doing too much. Okay, and I don't care. I don't. Um, and right when you thought, or they thought, that Drew had it, Jimmy pulled a reverse card on him and got the pin. He rolled up out of there like, okay, I already know I gotta go. But then Drew, being the sore loser and the crybaby that he is, he attacked Jim anyway. They had everybody come from the bag to see the gym, and of course Drew was acting like he was leaving, and he came back and he continued his attack on Jimmy. Um, and they had to help him out of there. So anyway, Big Jim got the win. Okay, and I'm glad I got to see it in person. Okay, very happy about that. The next was something I did not see coming. I I guess I should have, but I didn't. So we ended up with a tag match with R Truth and LA Knight, aka Louisiana Knight. We were confused too for a moment, but LA Knight played along because who gonna argue with Truth at this point? We're like, just cause why? Just why would you? It was the two of them versus Miz and Carmelo. I actually like this whole R Truth and Carmelo thing. It it kind of makes sense. It's kind of funny. It's like it's entertaining, but the actual match was actually really good. I enjoyed it, right? And at first I was trying to remember who won. I thought it was R Truth and LA Knight, but what happened was Shinsuke interfered. He went after LA Knight, but Miz and Carmelo got the win on that one. And if I'm still wrong, y'all let me know. It's been a couple days, folks. I'm trying. I'm trying. But yeah. So Shinsuke popped out of nowhere, and then he disappeared just as fast. I'm glad I got a couple of pictures of him when he did. Um, and then we had Tiffany Stratton versus Candice LeRae. Tiff came out to speak her piece, of course, and then out comes Naya and Candice. Always glad to see my Naya. I was really excited about about the guys I was around because they were Naya fans. So I was like, "Thank you." Even though you got people yelling behind you, "We don't like you." Look, I'm tired of y'all speaking for us. Okay, we rocks with her. Okay, you do not speak for the collective. Okay, keep that in mind next time. But yeah, like I think our little core group was like yelling at Naya, and all I heard was, "Naya, you look good, girl." I agree. I absolutely agree. But yeah, sorry. Her and Candice come out to interrupt, and then they kind of start the match up. Okay. Then of course, Naya had to interfere after the fact, and then out comes Trish Stratus. Oof. Trish Stratus comes out to help Tiff, and then Naya takes them both out. I have it on video. Which, quick little side note, I am working on that, but I need to like tag my stuff because, yeah, y'all don't act like y'all don't know how to give credit to people. But anyway, after that, now, and if I keep looking, I have notes to stay on track. So I'm working on it. Now. So we originally had a match scheduled with Naomi versus Liv. Okay. But as the day progressed, after the announcement was made that The Rock would be in the building, and they have to set off 20, 30 minutes for this man to cut a promo. I am a Rock fan. I don't care what y'all have to say about that. Okay. This is me. This is my page. This is my video. I'm a Rock fan. Okay. But the two things can be true. Happy he was there, upset about this. So they were cutting stuff out. because they had to make time for Rocky to do his thing. Now I'm thinking we just not gonna see them at all. But what ended up happening is Naomi and Bianca walked out. Okay, they came out to Naomi's music. Okay, they did the thing again. Got it on video because I had to get my girl. So the two of them come out, but before they could finish the whole entrance, Liv and Raquel come from under the ring. Okay, they attack them in ring, and then they got pulled off of each other and escorted to the back, where Nick later kicked the ladies out of the building. But yeah, so that's what we ended up getting. So we ended up getting them. We got to see them, but we didn't get an actual match because they got cut. I know I'm not the only one, but I don't like how whenever they have to make time for anybody, not just Rock, but if they have to make time for any particular segment or announcement or special guest or whatever, it's always the women who get sacrificed. That I do not like. Never liked it. Definitely don't like it. Especially Friday, didn't like it. And speaking of making time for Rock, out comes Rock. Now, what I do love, and I don't want to say I don't know why people were confused, but I guess if you're not from down here or you're just not, like a Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Hot Boys fan, you won't get it. But The Rock had a special remix to his entrance music, and they put the Block is Hot remixed with it. We appreciate you. We appreciated you for that. It confused us at first. We were like, oh, maybe he ain't coming out. Because what is that? And then he came out. That was a very surreal moment. Yes, that man comes with a lot of nostalgia for us. Okay. This is my very first time seeing this man in person. And like I said, our seats were good. So he was right there. Okay. Got video, got pictures, because that was a moment. Now, when it comes to his promo, the promo. The beginning of the promo was him announcing that WrestleMania 2026 will be in New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. I've already been getting asked if I'm going to it. I want to at least be in the city if I can't be in the building. Okay. The plotting and the planning has already started in my head. Okay. I will keep y'all updated. Okay. Promise. So he goes into that. He has fun with the crowd, insults the crowd because, Louisiana, I feel it's our crowds are very easy to insult because it's the South, stereotypes, all that fun stuff. Still love you, Rocky. And then he calls out Cody. This great introduction and everything. Cody gets out there. He mentions that they're friends now. Their moms are friends. And then it just went left very quickly. And even we were sitting there like, what? What are you on today, sir? But it was giving very board member meets supervillain. Confusing. It's a lot. So, we're going to get Cody's answer to Rock asking for his soul at Elimination Chamber next week. Man, that's coming quick. So yeah, we're gonna get an answer from Cody. I don't personally know where Cody may or may not lean when it comes to that. It'll be interesting though, as far as, I guess like my thing is more of my curiosity is what are the intentions for Mania, and is this them trying to book Rock, or is this just them throwing in something for the storyline that will eventually lead to something else? Because even Rock mentioned He doesn't need a belt. This is not for a belt. This is not for a title. This is not for a title run. Hence why this man was given that commemorative people's champ belt that don't mean nothing to anybody but him. But he doesn't need a title. I even as a fan of him, I don't want him to win a title off of somebody. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so I don't know what they're doing. I do want to just be just chilling in the cut, watching to see what happens. I don't want to make all these predictions, good or bad. I'm just like, I'm seated. I'm seated for all of this. Okay. It will probably talk about it anyway after Chamber happens. So I'll be back for that. So after that, we get DIY versus Pretty Deadly. I was rooting for Pretty Deadly. I just can't get behind DIY. I don't need to tell y'all, my reasons. But Pretty Deadly, it was rooting for them. And it was cool because they won the match. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Then the Street Profits ran out. That probably made my night because I wasn't thinking. Of course they would come out, right? This heel turn for Street Profits, stop it. Absolutely love it. They walked out. They handled business. They took out DIY. And then Motor City Machine Guns ran out. They took them out too. It was wonderful. I just chaos, right? Chaos. And then live chaos. It's ridiculous. I enjoyed it. Now on to the main event. It was initially supposed to be Cody, Damian Priest, and Braun Strowman versus Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu, right? But with the Rock shakeup, they pulled Cody out of the match, okay, because Rock requested it, okay. So that means it was uneven, so they took out Tama, right? So it ended up being Damian Priest and Braun Strowman, versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Now, this match, I am a fan of everybody that was in that ring. So the excitement for your girl, right? I was so ready for this. And now what was cool though, the promo right before that with Jacob and Solo. Solo was talking and then Jacob cut him off. It was Solo's face in that moment. I was like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. And we did get a Jacob accidentally kicked Solo in the face during the match, because, somebody's standing there and they move out the way. We've seen it a lot lately. But yeah, Solo got kicked in the face and Jacob just kind of looked at him like, yeah, you'll be all right. And then kept it pushing. So I guess more will continue to unfold because Road to WrestleMania, right? Everybody's talking about possible Solo versus Jacob. I'm here for it. But anything can happen. We know that, right? So Damian and Braun got the win. And they were incredible. Like that match was really, really good to me. I thought it was great. Okay. Braun did his thing. Damian the two of them working together, I actually really like it. I do. But I feel like Damian is one of those who can work with anybody. He can tag with just about anybody. But the fact that him and Braun are like massive works out very well too. But yeah, I love that. And all in all, I enjoyed everything. I thought everything was cool. Some of the storyline stuff, I kind of missed it because I was so busy just looking at everything and everybody and trying to see what was going on everywhere during the show. And and the taping and everything. So I was here for all of that. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens on Raw, what happens on Smackdown after everything that happened this past Friday. And but I enjoyed it. And even with the confusion that Rock caused, I'm here for all of it. Had a really good night. Excited to see what I can figure out when it comes to making it to this New Orleans WrestleMania, you know. Um, and I will be back on here. If not before Elimination Chamber, I will definitely be back after Elimination Chamber so we can talk about it. Oh yeah, I don't have my shirt with me, but I did buy a Jacket Fatu shirt, the Samoan Werewolf shirt that he normally wears. I bought one. I didn't need to, but I mean I kind of did because I've been wanting one since it came out. So finally got me a Jacob Fatu shirt. Yeah. So that was my night. And we, of course, we had to go on a hunt for some food after everything was over. Didn't get home till like 3, and I feel like I'm still recovering because I don't do these things as often as I used to, and I'm getting older, so it's a little harder to bounce back after things like this, after being out all day, out all night, um, and just yeah, and it was cold. It was cold and windy. Didn't like it, but yeah. But yeah, so that was my experience. If y'all were there, please share in the comments what you thought of everything. What are your thoughts on WrestleMania being in New Orleans? If you have some other things you want to chat about, comments are open. And as always, please be kind to each other and to me. Um, be respectful. If not, you will get deleted, blocked, all the above. Okay, I'm not playing. I'm not playing with y'all. So yeah. With that, I'm gonna go before this gets even longer because y'all know how I get. And I appreciate y'all for staying this long. I will definitely say that. I really do appreciate all of y'all for the support. Um, and also, I'll have, links to everything below, blog post, and my socials that I actually keep up on. I'll list all those below. So I look forward to hollering at y'all again. Whew, yeah, it's time to go. Okay, yeah. Until next time.